استعد للموت قبل النزول الموت. Prepare for death before death comes to you. He said, and do not allow your eyes to constantly gaze at that which we have granted the disbelievers from the worldly life and its joys and its bliss, in that which we have caused to be a trial for them. And the provision of your Lord is that which is better and more everlasting. Imam As-Sa'di, he says, so he said, do not allow your eyes to be cast upon the worldly life. And this is the problem. This is the problem. You don't have a problem organizing your time, going to gym, going to work. You never miss that. There is no reason the servant of Allah Azza wa Jal misses the prayer. Wallahi, there's no reason. There is not a fathomable reason. The purpose of our creation, we are not fulfilling it. The obedience to the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we are lagging behind. There is no reason, except that we have been touched with something from the love of this worldly life, and we began to forget that which is with Allah. So he said, subhanahu wa ta'ala, do not allow your eyes to gaze upon that which they have. And certainly he says here, not only you're not allowed to look at it, he says, don't be from those that continually look at the worldly life. مستحسنا إلى أحوال الدنيا والمتمتعين بها. That you look at the joys and the bliss of the worldly life and those who are enjoying it. Now a person might say to himself, what's wrong with that which is halal? That's what you hear all the time. Nobody's making haram that which Allah has made halal. The problem is when you sat there on that Instagram, when you sat there on that Snapchat, on that TikTok, Big Bot Madari Mahu, wasting your life looking at these people, it had an effect upon you. It cut you off from your reality, and he says it here. So when you looked at them repeatedly, in their joy and their bliss and in their luxury, and you looked at those that were enjoying what they were enjoying, look what Imam As-Sa'di said. What is it they are not to look at? He said, so do not look at that which they have. من مآكل والمشارب اللذيذة والملابس الفاخرة والبيوت المزخرفة والنساء المجملة. He said, do not look at that delicious food. He said, do not look at those luxurious clothes, those houses that they have that are beautified, and those women that are beautified. He said, don't look at them. And don't repeat in your looking at them, because this is merely the joy of the worldly life. And nobody is deceived by it other than these people. And it's these people that have been deceived. And he says, وَتَأْخُذْ إِعْجَابًا بِأَبَصَارِ الْمُخْرَضِينَ. Nobody was taken to constantly looking at those things, except he was from those that were deceived by them. So he desired them. And when he desired them, what happened? It eventually cut him off from the hereafter. وَقَوْمُ ظَالِمُونَ. And he was from those individuals, Allah Ta'ala musta'an, that oppressed themselves. And he said, and how quickly all of that it leaves and is left behind. How quickly all of that will come to an end. And in reality, it will be the cause and the reason of their death. And you could even say their murder, because it kills a person. Loving the worldly life, not being from those that strive for the hereafter, it will kill you before you realize it. Because from the hearts are those that are living, full of iman, full of taqwa and full of ibadah. And from amongst the hearts are those that are full of that which is from deception and reality. And he described what is that reality. He said it was nothing but a trial for them. So he made it, subhanahu wa ta'ala, a trial. Then he said, so all of those things will not benefit you. إِذَا قَدِمُوا فِي الْقِيَامَةِ. When you will be brought forth to stand in front of Allah, يوم القيامة. وَإِنَّمَا جَعَلَهَا اللَّهُ تَعَالَى فِتْنَةً وَاخْتِبَارًا. And Allah made it as a trial and a test for the people. Now, he says, وَلِيَعْلَمْ مَنْ يَقِفْ عِنْدَهَا وَيَغْتَرُّ بِهَا. In order that he may make known those that stopped at the worldly life and its joys and its glitters, and he was deceived by them. And then he said, and it is that day, وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ, حَيْثُ لَا تَنْفَعْ النِّدَامَةِ, is the day where no form of regret will be able to save you. And that's why he described it. They will come to an end. And he said something amazing, subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَرِزْقُ رَبِّكَ, and the provision of your Lord, subhanahu wa ta'ala, is better. And he said that the provision of your Lord is two things. He says, min al-ilmi wal-iman, is to have knowledge of the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal, and then to have iman. And then he topped off by saying, وَحَقَائِقُ أَعْمَالِ الصَّالِحَةِ, a naturalization and reality of righteous good deeds. That is the immediate reward of your Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala and provision. As for the provision that has not yet come, then is the provision of the blessings of Allah Azza wa Jalla that do not come to an end in paradise. وَالْعِيشِ السَّلِيمِ فِي جَوَارِ رَبِّ الرَّحِيمِ, and that the servant will live the good life right next to his Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful, Jalla Jalalu. And he mentioned it and described it to be khayr. He said this is better than that which they have from the katharatu fajara, both in its description and in its reality. And its abaqa is that which lasts longer. وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. And for that reason it was said, إِنَّ لِلَّهِ عِبَادًا فُطَنًا تَرَكُوا الدُّنْيَا وَخَافُوا الْفِتَنَ نَذَرُوا فِيهَا فَلَمَّا عَلِمُوا أَنَّهَا لَيْسَ لِحَيٍّ وَطَنًا جَعَلُوهَا لُجَّةً وَاتَّخَذُوا صَالِحَ الْأَعْمَالِ فِيهَا سُفُنًا. That the poet said that to Allah Azza wa Jal belongs the most clever of servants. They looked at the worldly life and they feared its temptations. They looked at it and they realized that this is a place without doubt you cannot survive in, because you're not from here. This is not your home. Your home is the akhirah. Your home is where Adam descended from. Your home is that which Allah Azza wa Jalla promised the muttaqeen. Is that which He promised the people of taqwa. Is that abode that He promised the prophets, the siddiqeen, the righteous and the martyrs alike. So they made this worldly life to them. And they took it upon its reality, that is lujjatan. It's like a barrier that is before them that is unpassable. It's like an ocean, you could say. And when they saw that, they made their righteous good deeds a vessel in which they're able to sail right over this ocean of temptation, and return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there appears that narration of Ibn Umar, although it has some weaknesses, meaning is absolutely correct. That a man, he asked, أي مؤمن أفضل, who is the best of the believers? And it was said, أحسنهم خلقا, the best of them in manners. Then it was said, فأي مؤمن أكيس, and who is the cleverest of the servants? And it was said, أكثرهم للموت ذكرا, those that remember Allah, they remember death the most. وأحسنهم لما بعده استعدادا وأولئك الأكيس أو أكياس. And it was said, and after that is the one who perfected his preparation for what is after death. These are the cleverest of the servants. And Mubarak Furi rahimahullah ta'ala, he mentioned in the similar narration that he said, Al-Kays man dana nafsah, the clever servant is the one that brings himself to account. وَعَمِلَ لِمَا بَعْدَ الْمَوْتِ, and he performs and he works hard and strives for that which is after death. And it's true. And in some of the sub-narrations he said, حَاسَبُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, they brought themselves to account. قَبْلَ أَن تُحَاسَبُوا, it was said, حَاسِبُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ, bring yourselves to account before you are brought to account. Then they said, وَتَزَيَّنُوا لِعَرَضِ الْأَكْبَرِ, and beautify yourselves, adorn yourselves for that ultimate presentation when you will be presented in front of Allah Jalla Jalalu. Wear the best of garment that you can wear in this life, so perhaps you'll wear it in the hereafter and be honored. And it was said that the best of garment is the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.